Hi. Just finishing my dinner here. It's Friday evening, and I had to run to Lowe's after work to pick up this stack of OSB. This will be for the future. For now, we're working with some OSB scraps, some 2x4s, most of them either not good condition or scraps. And we're doing something that I should have done a long time ago. Building a wood rack to go inside by the stove to obviously fill with wood. Yeah, we're gonna put the Milwaukee tools to use. Got this one ready to go because this is the first up. Got the saw ready to go next so I can trim this end. All is well with the world. Except that I cut some 2x4s of the wrong length. Whoops. Alright, done with dinner. I suppose I should explain a little bit. So I have two different size screws here. I have the big screws for joining 2x4s to 2x4s. And I have some little screws for joining the OSB to the 2x4s. This guy here is actually not the one I want to use. This is the one for doing 2x4 to 2x4. We'll set him up here with the 2x4. I got this guy, shorter. I need to actually adjust it though. But that's going to be set for this one. It's shorter, it's also smaller around because it's a smaller size screw. So I loosened the grub screw there, and oh, it doesn't want to adjust. I was afraid of that. It's been in one position so long. Take the grub screw completely out. And I don't believe I have a hammer, unfortunately, but I do have a nice pair of side cutters right here that'll work as a hammer in a pinch. It's not what I actually want to do, is it? That doesn't help. What I want to do is put that against there and tap on the tip of the bit without destroying the bit. This thing is wedged in there. Well, I guess we just won't get the benefit of the countersink. OSB is soft enough, it should just countersink anyway. Oh, there's a second grub screw. Okay, ignore me. I'm not used to them having two grub screws. That's kind of nice, actually. So we'll restart that one. That'll be very secure with two grub screws. Perfect. Yep, it was just me. User error. Alright. We want that just about there. Tighten that, double check. Perfect. Tighten the other one. The first one's tight. It is good. Alright, there we go. Helps when you know what you're doing, doesn't it? Alright, so the general gist of it is that I'm going to just put some holes in here, which will probably be time-lapse for you guys. So I'm sure that was too short to bother time-lapsing. I only did one board, so I wanted to get this one at least a little bit of screws into it to keep it from moving on me. I did bump it once. Now we make sure this guy's lined up. He's not completely. There we go. Double check my end gap. Perfect. And same thing. And now we will stick a couple screws into this one to keep it from moving around on us. The screws are left over from previous projects, so neither box has much in it, but it's enough to do this project, and I'm not wasting anything or going out and spending a bunch of money on more screws. When we get to this project, we will be buying a big bucket of screws. So, in addition to this, we sprayed some paint on the old buzzsaw there for color testing, not for the buzzsaw itself. It's just a convenient bit of metal for testing with. But instead it is for some things for lady metal. Hence the colors, lavender and grape. So you guys already probably know what one of those projects is, because I have mentioned it on a video before. But the other one might surprise you, and it is her Milwaukee tools. Yes, I bought her some, well, really only one Milwaukee tool. One of these, just the older version, the non-fuel version, standard M18, so it doesn't have the multiple levels that the M18 fuel does. But it'll be fine. But it gives her the ability to use all the screwdriver bits and everything when we are doing this project. Hopefully, a week and a day. Right? No, 2 weeks and a day. When the primary parts arrive, these are secondary parts for it. The primary parts had to be shipped. They are arriving on the 8th of October, which is a Wednesday. And we will be going out to set them up shortly thereafter, that weekend, if all goes well. Because obviously the weather has to cooperate. It is fall now. You can probably see leaves on the ground already. Or autumn, if you prefer that term. We pretty much use both interchangeably here in the US, but I know the UK especially is very heavy autumn users, which is fine. Alright. So that is the simple of that. Now, I want to set these up here, and I did leave myself too short in the cutting. I got distracted and forgot I wasn't done cutting yet. When I came back out, I just started into this without thinking about it, and here we are. Here we are. That's fine. Get all of this assembled first. was a workout for the old drill here. Well, not drill, impact driver. I don't know what this 2x4 is, but it's not acting like regular pine. It's not as soft as these other 2x4s are, which is weird because I was pretty sure all the 2x4s were the same, but that's life for you. Come on, baby. There we go. Thank you, wind. What little of you there is. You just happened to change direction at the right time. Back up there. Guy. Might as well grab 2 more screws. So the whole point of this, because I do have a big wood stack out behind the shed here, but the point of this is to have wood in there, especially if this stuff's out here is covered in snow. I can bring it in and it'll thaw out and the snow will melt, and then the wood will dry out. Careful, those get a little toasty. I have burned myself a couple times on them. There we go. Another thing, these are Phillips head, which are not ideal to be using with an impact driver. I'm making it work, but what you really want to have is either squares or Torx. I personally prefer Torx, which is why my poor T20 bits in here, they've seen some use, and they're going to see some more when we do this project. I guess there's no reason not to tell you what it is. It's going to be a shed. It's going to be a shed. I need storage space for things that are not projects. You know, the lawnmower that we use to actually mow the lawn, the weed whackers that we use to do the weeds, the chainsaws, well, the good chainsaws. There are a couple project chainsaws too. Lady Metal's gardening stuff, you know, all of that will be on there, and it's going to go right over there on that cement pad on the other side of the saw, which I don't know how well the colors are showing up on the saw, but on the back of the blade guard we have white primer with both lavender and grape on it, and then down where I cleaned the metal by the one wheel there, we have medium gray primer with lavender and grape. And based on the results of those 2 tests, I'll know what I'm using. It's going to be the lavender on her tools because all of her bits and other tools are lavender, but I had asked her if I was going to build her something special, what would she want the purple to be, and she wants the grape. So the other project that she doesn't know about that I've once mentioned before, yeah, that'll be the grape. All right, let's get you guys spun back around and point it at the project correctly. Make sure that's good. Yeah, it's good enough. we need to do, move the phone. I gotta grab that partial 2x4 there. And I'll cut a couple more. I need to borrow you guys' power cord just a minute here. I keep you plugged in so that the battery doesn't run dead and the GoPro shut off. They only last about an hour, so I just keep it plugged in most of the time. All right, slide you up a little bit more. So this is the 2x4 that this last one came off of. I mean, the clean part of the wood looks the same, so I don't freaking know what is going on here. I really don't. This is the top, by the way, so that this can also function. Wood, yum, tasty, flew in my mouth. So that it can function as a shelf as well. There's no need to have this on the bottom, the floor is there. But it's like, why not turn it into a shelf too? No. So I am. All right, I'll probably be just off camera, or worst case scenario, you can see my behind. Such a nice chunky behind though, isn't it? Tape measure. Just double check I remembered my measurement correctly. Sure looks that way. All right. Mouth-ate dogs. Oh. So there's the two for the next uprights, and then I need two more to go across the floor. Those two will be a little bit longer though, because they're going to go here instead of here. Oh yeah, this is a great 2x4 to be using. Got all sorts of goofiness and damage. So for a scrap wood project, this is perfect. Alright, there we go. There's all the rest of our lumber cut. Put my drawers up before they fall down. You guys don't want to see that. Trust me, you don't want to see that. And Richard's already complained about it once. We don't need to give Richard any cause to complain anymore. That's just rude. She'll purposefully give somebody cause to complain. It is rude. Alright. Saw, just out of curiosity, what is your blade depth right there? Not depth, but side profile. Not quite what we need, but really doggone close. So, I'm gonna steal our back tray here. If you didn't catch that, that's a imitation is the sincerest form of flattery kind of thing for vice grip garage. It's a YouTube channel that I thoroughly enjoy watching. I don't think you guys have ever seen me drink out of the ice before, have you? And now as I drink that down, I'll pour in the rest of the one that has gone warm over the ice to make it all cold again. Alright. Wiggle back over here, please. Thank you. Oh look, that gives me a convenient place to set the saw. Sweet. Alright, where'd I lose it? Right there. Yep, not bad for a freehand cut. Especially for me, because I'm terrible. I'll just set you down. There we go. I didn't lay it back in there. Where did I lose that now? Right there. Sometimes I would definitely lose my head if it wasn't attached. Sometimes I lose it even though it is attached. If you ask certain people in my life. Sweet. Boy, that's weak. I didn't do a very good job with that one. A little better. Once I put these on, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Ah. Yeah, you gotta move it. Hey, none of that. Alright, I need just you and the one that's in it and some patience. Oh shit, I'm screwed, aren't I? I don't have patience. Should really get a second one of these. I've actually seriously thought about getting another one so that I don't have to change bits, but it doesn't make financial sense. They're expensive, and when you don't screw it up, it takes 3 seconds to change a bit. I'm sticking my butt in you guys' face, aren't I? Why don't I move you? Bring you right here. Maybe adjust your tilt and whatnot a little bit. Is that your tilt? No, that's your rotation. Is this your tilt? Yeah, that's your tilt. There you go. And because I'm ambidextrous, I can actually go on this side, make it easier for you guys to see. See me screw up because it shifted there at the last moment. Oh well, not a big deal. It's a scrap lumber project, remember? And this board is fighting me to beat all. Part of the reason that these 2x4s, even though they're whole, are getting used for this, they are warped. Even though they were sitting on a cement floor, they are warped. None of the dogs are very happy with me either because all 5 of them are locked up in the house. And I do mean locked up because they're naughty. So the little babies are in their crate, and the big dogs are locked in the living room. Alright, can't hold that with a screw. Beautiful. And then we flip her right on over. Switch back out. Grab our other board. Make sure you guys have the play-by-play. Oh yeah. This will be fun. This will be fun. Natural resting position, that's over a 1/4 inch, almost a 1/2 inch in. So that one's gonna fight me too. That's why on this other one I did 1 screw on one end and then shifted my focus to the other end. Because everything was so warped and out of alignment. Perfect. When I don't have gloves on, I can do this one-handed. I love it. Sometimes though, the gloves fight me. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, so pull and then, oh, no, there you go. One-handed. Pull it out, then use this middle finger and your thumb to quickly get it out before it has time to snap back. Works really well, most of the time. Alright. Nice. Yeah. Alrighty. I'm actually kind of surprised Lady Metal's not home yet. She went to a friend's house today. She had the day off. Now that race season's over, she works Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, normally. Will be her schedule. Alrighty. Now, our friend the scrap piece does have a use. So in metalworking, you'll frequently gusset the corners. I'm going to use this just to make sure that my spread stays constant by putting it right here in the middle. I don't need a full length shelf, it's just wood that's going in here. So now I need my shorty friend again. This doesn't require any major science or engineering. Just build it. Perfection is often the enemy of good enough. There are times when you do want perfection. If you're building an aircraft that I'm going to fly in, you better go for perfection. But for a firewood rack, seriously? For a homemade, on the quick with scrap lumber firewood rack, no, no perfection there. Yeah, should have put this in first. For those who aren't familiar with what these are countersink bits, but they're adjustable ones so that you can control the depth. And they have a these ones, which are from Milwaukee, not all of them have this, but the Milwaukee ones do. They have a tapered blade, so it gets real narrow at the tip, so that when you get to the tip of the screw where it's narrow, it still bites. It's good design. Yeah. Milwaukee's not a sponsor, but if they want to be, I love their tools. Let's grab that box. Opened up all the way. I'm worse than the dogs. Every car that comes down our street, I'm checking to see if it's Lady Metal pulling into the alley. She doesn't like driving at dark. That's in the dark, rather. That's why I'm wondering if she's going to be home soon, as we fast approach dark. All right, there we go. One quick and dirty, super simple, super easy firewood rack. Make sure all of these are, and that one's not. We don't want these sticking up at all, because when we put stuff on the shelf, we don't want it catching. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now my question is, should I paint it? The spray paint that I have there from Rust-Oleum is wood compatible. I'm kind of wondering if I should. Maybe we paint it lavender, have a nice bit of Lady Metal in the shop all the time. No. No, I'm not a lavender guy. But I will give it a quick spray with the gray primer. All right. Just on the one side, I should have wiped that off first. There's some goobers on there. I'll wipe this one off. Why don't we just lay it down? You know what? I'll wipe those goobers off because you know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to paint the whole thing. Well, maybe not the whole thing. I won't paint what I can't see when it's in place. Wait. A little better in here. A little better on here. Get overspray all over the tripod bag that I don't ever use anyhow. There we go. One more to fill in on the top. There we go. Whew. That's a good evening's worth of work. Uh-oh. I missed a spot. I missed that, but there it is. I did. And my drawers are falling off again. I'm losing weight in these basketball shorts without a belt because there's no belt loops. I want to stay up. So I'll let that dry and then it'll go in the shed. And yeah, I'll be happy with it. It's pretty much perfect. Here, let me grab a piece of wood and demo them straight. Alright, this here is a good representation of the length that most of the wood is cut to. And if I just stick that in there, there you go. It sticks out just enough for you to get a hold of it, which is what you want. If we go over here, this here is the max length coming off the buzz saw. It's too long. That's why I want an adjustable stopper on it. It'll fit in my wood stove in there, but look how far it sticks out of that. It's almost half of its length sticks out. I don't want that. That's too much. I mean, obviously I'm not gonna recut all this wood. I'll put it in there, but I'll have to stack it all the way to the left side because the stove will be on the right and I don't want to block the swing of the door. I mean, this isn't gonna be right up by the stove. There's gonna be about, I don't know, 10 inches to a foot. That sounds like Lady Metal. I predicted right. The stove will be about 10 inches to a foot away. But there's still door swing and I need to be able to get in there and shovel the ash out and whatnot. So the longer stuff I'll keep to the far left until it's gone. And then when I cut next year, whatever I cut, it'll have an adjustable stopper on it so that we can stopper it where we want to. All right, everybody. That's gonna do it for me for today anyway. It won't be for this video, I don't think, unless I just put this up as a quick, nice short one. Actually, that's a good idea. I'll do that. So you guys will see this on Sunday then, probably. But I'm gonna be out here pretty much all weekend as long as I can tolerate the heat anyway. We're getting that shed, the shop shed, ready for winter. And like I said, in a couple weeks, the new shed for that cement pad will be here. So I also have to take the straight edge shovel and clean up the pad edges and sweep the pad off and, you know, all that good stuff. Get all this stuff out of the way so we can actually get the new shed in here. It's a kit, we have to build it. And here comes Lady Metal. She heard me talking to you guys. Yeah. All right, well, on that note, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and as always, I will see you on the next one.